What is up, YouTube? James back here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back-to-Back Battles. Today, we're going to be using the Torkoal Lilligant team with Mega Houndoom, Tapu Lele, Thundurus Fairy, and Garchomp. Let's get started and play some games. Some really fun games overall with this team. And this team has done a lot better than my expectations were. I thought I was going to go even or negative with this team, but I think we actually have a pretty solid win ratio with this team. For this team, I think it's like 70 or 60% wins. I think I lost 3 games with this team overall and had more victories, so that seems pretty nice with this team, especially since it's probably not the most solid team out there. It's definitely a bit shaky in the accuracy department. However, it has been really fun. Mega Houndoom has been extremely fun, so let us see if we can pull out maybe a few more victories with this team. This is the second to last episode with this team, and then we're going to be moving on to a brand new team. So let's see how this is going to go. But yeah, I would never use this team in an event, just because I can guarantee you, if I ever use Sleep Powder in an event again, and the last time I used Sleep Powder was, I think, 2014 at a PC, because I used Jumpluff back then. Like, I love Jumpluff. I can't hit Sleep Powder though. Sleep Powder is, yeah, I just can't rely on it anymore. I need the accuracy. And with Sleep Powder, Focus Blast, multiple Heat Waves, Stone Edge, Dragon Tail, just all these inaccurate moves, it makes it tough for me to think about bringing a team like this to an event. However, it's been a very fun team, and I think we're just going to cut it out till we find the first battle to this episode. So we'll be right back with the first team of today's episode. Alright, we got Mallard29 from Germany. Didn't we play? Yes, we did play. I remember this game. The Mega Latias team. Oh, this matchup is gonna suck. This matchup is gonna suck because Mega Latias is one of those problematic Pokemon. But we do know that the Incineroar, was it AV? I can't remember. But I already showed that I was all out pummeling on the Incineroar earlier, so I'm gonna have to conserve that for later. Torkoal Lilligant seems pretty good again. With Lele Houndoom. It's just so tough to maneuver over this, isn't it? Maybe I need to put Dragon Claw on the Garchomp over Brick Break, because I have not faced a Tyranitar, which is strange. I have not faced a Tyranitar with this team, or I might have, but I forgot. I faced more Gigalith than Tyranitar lately with this team, I feel like. But let's see how this goes. So I already revealed what I did get turn 1, so I feel like my opponent doesn't make that same mistake. You're gonna go Incineroar Latias once again. I think I just Sleep Powder the Incineroar and I Earth Power the Incineroar, get the damage off that I need. Then I go into Lele and then Sleep Powder the Latias and hope that Incineroar takes 2 turns of sleep. Yeah. Because you're not going to fake out after seeing what I did turn 1, right? I'm going to Sleep Powder Earth Power. If you actually fake out, amazing, either really amazing play or really weird play. We're going to see Latias retreat. In a Feeny? That doesn't cover if I go to Lele and Sleep Powder, though. Alright. That still puts me in an okay position, however. Because I can Earth Power the Incineroar for probably a 2-hit KO. Or Flare Blitz might put into range, but it might put in a range of a berry. Oh, you Flare Blitz the Torkoal, expecting that to switch out. Which is good, because I don't need health on my Torkoal at all for this game. As I will be able to get an Earth Power off and target down this Incineroar for... Yeah, that's AV for sure. But nice, I get to go into Lele now, and I guess I get to click Sleep Powder into the... Yeah, I get to click Sleep Powder and Incineroar. I think Feeny has to retreat here, maybe back into Latias. But yeah, the Incineroar being weakened for my Lele's all out pummeling is good. Because I feel like he would scout that out after. And then maybe that gives me a chance to get maybe a Sleep Powder Moonblast into the Latias slot. And 2 Moonblasts should be able to knock out Latias. We are talking about modest max special attack Tapu Lele. So I think that's going to be the plan. Feeny is going to retreat. I think Latias is coming back in. Yep. So I'll go my Lele, I really need Sleep Power to connect here. Or I really hope that you don't Flare Blitz my Lilligant slot. Nice. Perfect. Anyone in the Latias would be great. I feel like you would switch out Incineroar and Nafini to scout for the all-out pummeling and make your Latias take the sleep turn. Because it doesn't really make much sense for you to... Yeah, I don't think it makes much sense for you to risk your Incineroar right here. Because you can burn the Z move and then I think you'll live a Focus Blast afterwards. So I'll sleep out a Moonblast. Latias tends to run like Calm Mind, Recovery. They don't tend to run Protect. Maybe Tailwind in the Recover. But they don't tend to run Protect, so I'll double up the Latias slot. In worst case scenario, Incineroar stays in but doesn't do anything. But yep, Incineroar is going to switch out Feeny probably, scouting for the Z move. Yep. I do make that read, and then I can also Leaf Storm the Feeny the following turn, or I could After You Moonblast the Latias. And right now, I'm looking at After You Moonblast the Latias, because if I get rid of Latias, my Sun mode's looking really fun here. Latias going to make an appearance. And I do connect. Nice. So hitting this important sleep powder is really nice here, as I will be able to fire off a Moonblast into the Latias, and I'm really hoping this 2-hit KOs because I'm not sure. Mega Latias has incredible bulk, but we are talking about Tapu Lele, Stab, Moonblast, Modest Nature. I did a lot more than I thought, and I get special attack decrease, and Leaf Storm actually knocks out Tapu Fini. So I don't think I even have to go for After You, because even if you recover, that doesn't matter. And I still have my Lilligant's Focus Sash intact, so I'm not really too concerned about taking the attack from Latias. I'll go for a Moonblast Leaf Storm here. My opponent doesn't really have much switch-ins. I'm in control now. Like, this is what I'm liking to see. Moonblast did a lot more to Latias than I thought. I thought it was going to do like 60. We're going to see Latias retreat, and I think Incineroar might be coming back in. Yep. Which hasn't burned the Turn of Sleep yet, and Leaf Storm's going to do a lot to the Feeny, so we'll see what comes out here. I think it might just be able to knock out the Feeny. Oh yeah, one shot. So I get rid of the Feeny there. Really nice. And Moonblast the Incineroar, which is going to do an okay amount. Oh, that's actually going to KO. Nice. I don't even have to go for all out pummeling in this game. Latias is going to come back in. I think the play that makes the most sense to me is just Sleep Powder the Incineroar and Moonblast the Incineroar, because if you fake out and wake up here, I can Sleep Powder you. Oh wait, Misty Terrain. Oh well, it didn't wake up, so I guess that's fortunate. I Sleep Powder an Incineroar. I guess it also caught a switch, so it's not a terrible play, but it's not the most optimal play that I could have made. Here we go. Moonblast coming out into the Incineroar. Will be able to pick up the knockout. So I get rid of that Incineroar. Big threat. Sun fades, however, and Landorus, I'm assuming, is in the back. And that Pokemon I'm going to have to take a little bit of care of. I guess we get to find out if it is the Scarf Landorus. Potentially, because we never got to find it out in the first game. I mean, I think I just sack my Torkoal here to an Earthquake. And protect my Lilligant. Yeah, I think this is the play. Because I don't need Torkoal around, I just need to Sun Up. The problem is I'm probably still going to have to hit inaccurate moves against the Landorus to win. Otherwise I can still sweep, but luckily Lilligant's healthy, so it can take Earthquake pretty well. I don't know if Earthquake actually knocks out my Torkoal. We'll get to find out here. And if Lilligant gets a recover, okay, Rock Slide is probably Scarf because it's faster than the Latias. Does it say asleep? Okay. I'm going for After You Heat Wave and see if it works. Because if I can knock out the Latias, I'm in a fantastic position. I just need to hit the Latias too. I don't even have to hit the Landorus yet. Oh, I hit both, so that should be able to KO both. Yeah. And that should be game, because I just need to hit a Leaf Storm in the Landorus, and Landorus needs a bunch of Rock Slide. Yeah, probably a bunch of Rock Slide flinches on the Lele, and... Ooh, wow, Torkoal survives. Nice. But yeah, I can Heat Wave and Leaf Storm. Beat Landorus. There's one dodge. Rock Slide. Rock Slide a roll because that was a higher roll. Alright, might still be scary, but my Pokemon do survive the attacks. It comes down to flinches. This game's not over yet because Rock Slide is. Rock Slide is a move. Although I think it should take 3 Rock Slides to knock out Lele, although a crit could make it a 2 KO. But yeah, we Psychic and Leaf Storm and hope we can get one onto the Landorus. We finally hit the Leaf Storm. Actually, no, after you Psychic was the play. Yeah. I forgot I was -2 and the fact that I could have after you. Oh, that was bad. But Lilligant survived, so I get another chance. Okay. And I don't even have to. But that was a really bad choke on my part because if it got the high roll on Lilligant and it flinched my Lele and it just kept flinching, could have been really bad. So I forgot it was -2. I thought it was a neutral. And even then, it was bad accuracy. So ended up even though I think I played the entire game like as I showed like my thought process, and that's how aggressively I played, because of the fact that my opponent knew I was all out pummeling, that he would make those like safe assumptions trying to catch the all out pummeling with your Feeny. And that's the thing, like people think that all out pummeling Lele could be a best of 1 gimmick. It's not. Like if you know your opponent has it, you're gonna play a bit defensively, and if your opponent can capitalize off that, it works. So all out pummeling might be a tech move, but it's a really good tech move if you're able to get it off, and sometimes you don't even have to use it right away. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still mad at myself for choking the end game potentially with not going for after you Psychic, because that was 100% always the correct play in the end game. Yeah, I should have thought about that more, but still able to pull out a win. Like if I lost that to Rockside flinches, to be honest, I deserved it for choking an end game like that. Like if my opponent got the high roll, knocked out Lilligant, and I just got flinched and crit or something, I definitely deserve to lose that game because of the fact that I did not make the 100% best play that just won me the game straight out. However, let us see. But nice. Mega Houndoom unfortunately not able to pull it through, but the Sun Mode is. Lele put in a lot of work, so did Lilligant, and so did Torkoal. And I'm hoping we do get to hit the sleep powders for the last one. So let's see how this is gonna go. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe putting something on Garchomp, like Dragon Claw could be more useful because of the fact that Mega Latias is a really big threatening Pokemon to my team. But the team was based on the 4 Pokemon, Torkoal, Lilligant, Houndoom, Tapu Lele, and then you had the Thunderspherian for certain matchups like Rain, and Garchomp for like Charizard Y. And yeah, we tend to see the 4 Pokemon, Torkoal, Lilligant, Houndoom, and Lele, but that's basically what this team revolves around. And it's been working out pretty nicely, actually. More than I expected to. But we'll be right back for the second game of today's episode. Alright, we got a Japanese opponent, 1540 rating, as our second opponent with Malamar, Mimikyu, Torkoal, Stack Attack, Lurantis, and Tapu Fini. So my opponent really doesn't actually like my team, because opposing Torkoal looks pretty difficult for my opponent's team to handle. Yeah, and I'm also not a fan of playing against this kind of team because I'm going to have to hit some accurate moves, and I don't know if the Mimikyu is safety goggles or not. That comes into a factor. Torkoal, Lilligant, Lele, and Houndoom is looking like the 4 Pokemon I bring. Garchomp could actually be justified in this matchup, I feel like, because AV is going to take Torkoal's hits for days, but I like the offense that I get from Houndoom because it gives me an out of Trick Room. My opponent doesn't really appreciate Torkoal either. My opponent really doesn't appreciate Torkoal either. So I feel like it's okay, especially since I have a bit of control with Sleep Powder potentially, if I do connect them. And yeah, we'll see how this matchup goes. This could be really scary. I could also see you leading Mimikyu Stack Attack turn 1, and then switching out your Stack Attack and Mimikyu, because that actually covers the Leaf Storm double, and you get to resist my Eruptions, which would be really solid play for my opponent. So I'm thinking maybe I Eruption Leaf Storm to Stack Attack at turn 1 if it does lead. But the problem is I do have to trade for Trick Room. Stack Attack is going to be hard to switch in. So either way, it's going to be a hard matchup no matter what. Oh boy. Leafing on the field, no, just does too much work if it gets a Calm Mind, and if it specs just too much. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. And I can't Dragon Tail Mimikyu because it's a Fairy type. Yeah, very. Yep, that's what you do if you're my opponent. Sent. Do I hope Eruption's not gonna KO Mimikyu. This is hard Trick Room. You're definitely EV to survive. If you're just max HP, you should survive anyway. I'm gonna leave Storm Eruption to Sakataka. I don't think you risk Sleep Powder. I feel like you do go hard Feeny for the Sakataka because it covers the double. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one. Although Torkoal should live one rock move and then I'm able to get an Earth Power into Sakataka, but it depends on the item on Sakataka. That's really big here. Let's see what's coming out. Okay, my opponent doesn't switch into Feeny, risks a Sleep Powder, and I get to KO the Sakataka turn 1, and that's a huge threat to my team. Am I getting my speed tiers wrong, or is Sakataka faster than Torkoal? What? Or is it a speed tie? Don't tell me it's a speed tie. I actually need to see if Sakataka is faster because I could have sworn Sakataka is slower. Unless this is... Oh, is this one of the... Is this like... Lonely Nature? I'm really surprised. It has to be Goggles Mimikyu, right? I gotta check if the Sakataka. I gotta check for Sakataka because I am confused. Sakataka. I'm running out of time too. I think I'm just gonna fire off a Heat Wave and Sleep Powder here into the Mimikyu. Shadow Sneak. Oh, that shouldn't KO actually. Yeah. Hit, nice. Okay. Yeah, so I'm definitely slower. Yeah, Sakataka's base 13 speed. Are you telling me it wasn't Goggles Mimikyu and I could just Sleep Powder turn 1? Oh great, Eruption might sweep my team at this rate. Torkoal should be coming back in. If it's Feeny, not too bad. Malamar. Are you disrespecting me? Is there no Feeny? Sleep Powder, Heat Wave. I either 2 a KO Malamar and get rid of... I definitely get rid of Mimikyu. What is going on? Yeah, Mimikyu has to stay asleep here. Heat Wave. Like, I was just wondering if my mind was, like, fried because I could have sworn Sakataka was slower than Torkoal, and yeah, I was correct. Superpower into Lilligant, okay. Attack Rise. I think I go Lele here. What's that last Pokemon? Feeny, okay, so it's not the Torkoal. That Pokemon's still scary to handle, but it's alright. There are 2 turns of Trick Room or 3? Psychic Surge. 2 turns of Trick Room. Heatwave Psychic might not be a bad play here. I just don't want my opponent to get a free Calm Mind, but the problem is if you're Specs, that could be a problem. You know what? I'm gonna double protect. I really feel like I should Heatwave Psychic, but I just don't know. Who would be the Z move on your team? I think Mimikyu is. Night Slash. Muddy Water. So as long as I hit my moves, specifically as long as I just hit Heat Wave onto the Malamar and avoid a Muddy Water accuracy drop, and if accuracy drop does happen, as long as I hit 2 Psychics, I should be good. Even if Malamar protects, that's alright here. Because I have Houndoom in the back to nuke it with Overheat in the back. As long as I hit. It's literally going to come down to, do I hit my moves? This has been one of the stranger games I think I've ever played. I guess it was lonely. It had to be Lonely Sack Attacker, but still slower than Torkoal. I'm surprised. Heat Wave does KO Malamar. What does Lonely Stack Attacker hit? It might be good to know in the future. It hits 18 speed. If it's neutral nature. Is that Hydro Vortex? Yeah, that's Hydro Vortex, and that's going out into... Yeah, why Hydro Vortex in the sun? This last game was weird. Psychic gonna go on to Feeny. Sun fades. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I Psychic, I can go out in Houndoom. This was a really, really weird game. Let me just say that. I want to see if Feeny protects. If Feeny protected, I wanted to check my Torkoal stat. Because I actually don't remember if I am... I just don't remember if my Torkoal is supposed to be... I don't know if that's like a speed tie or something. I don't know. I just don't know if my Torkoal is guaranteed to be slower. Because I don't remember the exact speed stat of Mint Speed Torkoal. I guess I could check since I have the thing opened here too. So I'm looking up Torkoal. Like, I don't normally look up information. I just thought I was like having like something with my memory. Let me see. Torkoal. Because I know I'm Mint Speed. Okay, that Sack Attacker had speed investment. Well, not speed investment like Eevee's, maybe Ivy's. It definitely wasn't Mint Speed Stack Attacker. Because Mint Speed Torkoal hits 22. Yep, I'm looking at it right. Mint Speed is 22. And I do remember this Torkoal from back in VGC Back-to-Back Battles 2018. So yeah, 22 speed. That Stack Attacker had speed Ivy's. But yeah, because Neutral Nature, Mint Speed Stack Attacker hits 18 speed. So yeah, that Stack Attacker has speed Ivy's. I thought it was just weird that the Stack Attacker just outsped me for some reason. And I was correct because that's weird. You always run Mint Speed on Stack Attacker for Gyro Ball calcs. Or maybe it was like Brave Ivy's? I don't know. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. Show some support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below. Show some my social medias and all that good stuff. And yeah. Feel free to check out the side tiers on this channel. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. And try out this team down below if you do want to try it out. There will be a Pastebin linked in the description down below. So if you do want to go try it out, feel free to. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll see you all later.